If you're in business, if you want to grow your business, if you want to be successful in business, okay, if you want to be successful in your career, if you want to be successful, maybe you run a nonprofit organization, maybe you work for a government, your community or the state or whatever it is. If you want to be successful and to grow and advance, there's one factor that is really more important than anything else for you, not necessarily your business or whatever, but for you yourself. The most important factor that you need to be a success in your business, to have a successful business, to be successful in your career, whatever you are focused on, you need to be a person of influence. And you need to learn how to be a person of influence. Influencers have certain abilities. They have the ability to change the minds of people. We see a lot of influence in sports. We see a lot of influence in politics. There's a lot of influence in business. You know, watch commercials on TV. Commercials on TV will change people's minds, and that is how influence works. And there's some reasons behind why that works. But a person of influence is able to change people's minds, how they think, what they desire, what they want to do in their life. They get them to be able to buy their products and services. Same thing about changing their minds, but they're able to convince them to buy their products and services. They're able to convince them to their point of view. Now, there's a lot of different points of view, especially if you get into politics. There's a lot of points of view, and there's not a lot of influence sometimes in politics when they're trying to get you to change to their point of view. But a true person of influence is able to use that influence to change the way people think, to change the way people will proceed, and to move forward. And they do this because people of influence have certain characteristics. They have respect. People respect them. Now there's a lot of leaders who have that position of power, that position of authority, who don't have a lot of respect from the people around them. And they're given it, it's either because they've taken that position or they've been in it so long nobody knows how to get them out or whatever. But a person of influence has respect from the people around them. They have trust. They have earned the trust of the people around them. They have credibility. That when they say they're going to do something, they do it. They don't just make a promise to get you to come along and follow. They have the credibility to back up with action what they say they're going to do. They actually will do it. And if they're building a business, a person of influence can build the strength of their brand. And so you look at, it's like Apple and Microsoft and a lot of these companies, those guys who started it, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, they are persons of influence. Steve Jobs is gone now, but they are persons of influence. And because of that, we're able to build the strength of their brand, and it continues today. Because of the influence that they were able to have, because people respected them and their decisions and what they were producing, and they trusted them to follow through with it. Therefore, they had the credibility. People of influence are someone that people want to be around. They like to hang around the people who have influence. I mean, we see that with, athletes. Sometimes some of them aren't real good persons of influence, but, we see that a lot with big business owners and business leaders and even politicians that people do want to be around because they have power. They maybe don't have a lot of credibility sometimes. But people want to be around influencers. That's why they continue to grow clients and customers and the colleagues and people they work with and people who help them in doing the projects that they're working on. They attract more potential customers into their business because they are a person of influence, because they have the credibility to follow through on what they say they're going to do. Influencers are the people who get things done. Look in your community and any project that is a community project, and we need people to come and work on this project, but see who's leading it. See who the community seeks out to lead the project. It's a person of influence in the community every time. So here's how you can be a better influencer. For the people around you, give them the recognition they deserve. Give them the recognition they need, because they are the ones who accomplish the task, not you necessarily, probably not, because a person of influence brings people along and brings people together. So give them the recognition they deserve. Help them to win. We all want to win. We don't want to work on a project and see somebody else take all the glory and they didn't do any of the work. Help the people who are working and help people around you to win. A person of influence has really strong values, and so you're going to see values of trust, honesty, integrity. You're going to see these values, and so they share them with other people and they encourage everybody else to develop these strong values. And as they help people win, they work with them to find out, what do they want? What do you want in your life? What is it you want that I can help you get? It may be new opportunities. It may be to connect you with other people who can help you get what you want, because I have a great network of contacts. That's what an influencer does. The key to being an influencer is to be people-centered and not focused on yourself. You need to be focused on others. If you're focused on yourself, you can't see where you're going. You got to be focused on other people. If you influence others, if you are an influencer and you are influencing other people, your business will grow, your project will grow, your sales will grow, and the results that you get from that will be so much greater for you and everybody else around you just by being a person of influence. Because when you're a person of influence, you are thinking of other people. You are thinking of, how can I add value to other people? How can I grow them? How can I lift them up and give them the recognition that they truly want and deserve? So today, this is Monday, January 4th. Take action today to become a person of influence. If you don't think you are today, just start there and start following some of these practices to become a person of influence. Be more interested in others and how you can help them, and not so much interested in yourself. And you'll get amazing results from yourself and from everybody else around you. So for this year, become a person of influence. Influence for good. Let's start there. Influence for good. Become a person of influence, and you will see your business grow, your community grow, your career grow, whatever you're working on. And you can make such tremendous gains in this new year. I'm Mark Schinner, coming to you this morning on a Monday morning with your Monday Mentor. Be a person of influence. I'll be back and talk to you tomorrow.